Alright, fucking battery died. Hello again. Alrighty then. Damn. Back then, cameras, you usually run out of film before the battery dies. Now the battery dies before you run out of memory on your SD card. It'll last forever. Alright, let's continue this Rikers Island Part 2. Okay, battery fully charged. Holla at your boy. Okay. Alright, continuation. Was talking about Pooch before. Now, alright, this next guy, heart tattoo. So this guy had a tattoo on his arm. There's like 3 hearts. One was fully covered. The second one was half covered. And third one was like empty. So he told me there was a Japanese meaning behind his tattoo. So everyone, right? There's 3 parts to our lives, right? There's a public life, there's a private life, and there's a secret life. So that's what his tattoo meaning was. Pretty cool. It was an 8-bit heart tattoo. Yeah, in life we present ourselves publicly, right? And privately, we don't really show that much. That's where our spouses or family get to see that dark side, right? And then there's the secret life. The part that most people will not see, will not know. Yeah. Anyways, it's another story for another time. Next character, his name is Bud Light. So I also wrote down Super Hick. This fucking white guy. Everyone calls him Bud Light. Don't really remember much. I love that beer. Anyways, not much memory of this guy. Okay, next guy, Matt again. Fucking Chomo guy from Grinder. So Matt was the waiter. Also turns out he was a chess champion. Okay, whatever. Still a good guy, whether you chomo or not, right? So, but society hates fucking child molesters. So, and you know, every right to hate people that take advantage of someone of age, right? Yeah. Anyways, all right. Next person, chess champion number 2, unnamed. Okay, don't really have much memory of this person. Okay, next one, pickpocket. So this pickpocket person, don't know their name, but this person likes to target gay bars. So I'm wondering, was this person really gay and likes to target their victims at gay bars, or pretends to be gay and is just a professional pickpocket and like to prey on victims at gay bars? I don't know, whatever. Next, Big E. Oh yeah, I remember this guy. It was pretty cool. Jiu-jitsu guy. Told me that, I was like, at this time I didn't know shit about jiu-jitsu. So I asked him, also, what's up with these arm bars? Are they easy to learn? He's like, yeah, you gotta do it, but make sure you put the hip to it. That's all I remember. He was also a bridge painter. He tells me it pays very well, because you have to climb extreme heights. Bridge painting, union job. I'm not sure how much he said. I think it was like, I know it's at least $50 an hour, maybe even $75 an hour. It all depends, right? Experience, your union, blah blah blah. Pretty cool. Make big bucks and don't want to give a fuck about heights. Make that money. And now Frank, another fucking chomo, chomo number 2. So Frank was much older, and I put GD there. I was like, what the fuck is GD? And then I was like, oh shit, Frank. So he, his victim was his granddaughter. Chomo number 2. Anyways, not much memory or interaction with Frank. So yeah. Next. Alright, OBCC. 2 lower. Okay, let's see. 5th. There's a new dorm blood. 5th. Oh, alright. I think his name was Griffith, but everyone calls him 5th. So I remember, right, so 2 lower, I was there, and the other OG blood member, right? What's his name? Fuck. Shit. So whatever that OG blood member that has a hierarchy in the blood gang that controlled and kept the peace in the dorm. So now he left, so 5th took over. And I remember that was fucking, it's not the same, though. Like 5th. I just remember that it was much more peaceful when the other OG blood member was running the show, and then when 5th took over, shit was just fucking chaos, yo. Yeah, whatever. Some people are leaders and some are just, I don't know, man. I just remember it's less peaceful. Let's see, Mano, low-level blood member. Yeah, I remember Mano was fucking, I don't know, man. You know, there's always gonna be some dickheads, right? That's everywhere. These blood members, it's just like, just because you're in a gang, you think you're all tough and shit, man. Shut the fuck up, bitch. You're only tough when your friends are around. When you by yourself, you ain't tough shit. Shut the fuck up. Anyways, I don't want to talk about. Let's keep it fun and not too negative. All right, next, Moolah. So Moolah apparently got busted for stealing camera equipment. It says stolen camera umbrellas, $5K. Damn, are these like professional camera umbrellas? Are they really that fucking expensive? Is it $5K each or fucking $5K total? God damn. Alright, next, Mexico. Mexican gangster. I just remember Moolah and Mexico, they were always, they obviously were next to each other. The beds were next to each other. They're always playing fucking Uno. Oh, that was a big hit in jail, fucking Uno. And then regular cards is spades, and then Uno, spades, some other shit. No one really played poker. Uno was fun though. Oh man, fucking grown ass people playing Uno all day. All right, next, Rapo. Oh shit! All right, this fucking guy. Oh my god, this fucking weirdo at night was running around fucking naked. And people were like, what the fuck, yo? Yeah, at night I'm usually knocked out, so luckily I ain't getting to see this motherfucker running around. Yeah, weird. Next, Joe Rivera. Stuck up broken. Oh, Joe, he was he got caught. I guess he didn't have a job, so he robbed someone with a gun that was empty and broken. So now I remember, so my gun charge, I was facing a lot of time, and he was also facing a lot of time. But luckily for him, when the gun has no bullets and it doesn't function, they can't really hit you with the 3 year minimum. So it's actually 3.5 minimum, and then you do 3 years out of the 3.5. And because of that, I think he went home after a year because the gun is not functionable, inactionable. Anyways, so that's a good thing. Joe, no, Jose Rivera, he was pretty cool. So he did laundry for a lot of people to make, snacks, chips, cookies mostly. He was cool. I remember I was broke as fuck, and his birthday came up. I didn't have anything. I think I had like the turkey stick. I was like, yo man, happy birthday. That's all I got, bro. And then he really enjoyed it. He said, thank you. He was a good guy. The kid was young too. I think it was like 21. Oh, I grew up playing Counter-Strike, and then he told me about PUBG. It's a first-person shooter game. He was really into that. A good kid. And a lot of people, when everyone found that he was about to leave because his case got lowered due to the non-functioning gun, everyone's like, yo, bro, I don't know, start a laundromat or something. Go get the laundromat, get your driver's license. Yo, stop doing dumb shit, yo. Stop robbing people. Just for kicks. He's a good kid. Hopefully he not cleaned up, but hopefully found something productive to do, So, try and make a quick buck. The next one, Russia. This guy's a doorman. So he didn't have. It wasn't. I'm not sure what happened before. Like his wife put a restraining order on him. I don't know. We never really know if people are good or bad. But then he told me like the reason he's in is because he hugged his daughter. So because of the restraining order, he's not supposed to be with his family. But when as a man or a father, which I'm not a father, but to see your daughter run up to you, you're not gonna push them away or run away. Fuck it. Give that girl a hug, end up in jail, but it's worth it, right? But luckily, I think he was in jail for like 2 months, maybe 3 months. Kind of sucks, right? Anyways, next, Jeffrey Bryant. Oh, this motherfucker. So Jeffrey Bryant was a professor. Always like show me his pictures of his daughter and wife. But some people are saying, stay away from this guy. This guy might be also another chomo. I don't know the whole story. Something about him and a student. Something happened, so got locked up for that. But seemed like a good dude. Always like, I'm not sure. I think he was always like telling me stories. I think it was cool. But people are like, be careful. I don't know. May never know. Alright. Dirty Red. Okay. Dirty Red was cool. He was always doing push-ups. And then he was very friendly with me. Always hooked me up. He always noticed that I never really used my phone calls because I'm pretty much in bed. I was facing a lot of time. It's not really uppity about fucking using the phone all the time. There's not much to talk about. But Dirty Red, he probably had a daughter, I think. That's why always, I'm not a father, so, obviously, you're in a fucked up place. It's like an escape, right? Whether to talk to your girlfriend, your wife, your kids. It's it kind of like takes you away from being in a fucked up place. So I understand. Uh, he always like overly hooks me up with phone calls. Cause there's like a going rate, right? A bag of chips or a pack of cookies. Sometimes he's like, oh, always hooking it up like way above the market value for phone calls. um, yeah. All right, next LV again. LV. Okay, so LV. I wrote sitting bet. So this is the second time I ran into LV at OBCC 2 lower. I remember him sitting in bed, just. This happened to me too. Like, when you're in jail, you're in a fucked up place, and when people fuck with you, sometimes you don't want to let it go. You just like, you know what, this motherfucker, yo. I've been there, just like sitting in bed, like thinking, yo, is this worth getting extra time? Because some people, like, they push you to a point where you're like, yo, I really want to hurt this person. And sometimes you just sit there and you like, is that worth it, Because I was facing a lot of time. I'm like, this motherfucker. What's another year? I don't know. But I've been through there. I saw him one day, he just sitting in bed, just thinking, yo, this motherfucker fucking with me. I really want to hurt this person. But is that worth it? Ultimately, it's not, But sometimes people test you and push you. And you're like, fuck. Anyways, next. Alright, OBCC 6 upper. Notable inmates. Corey Johnson. So Corey, what's interesting is 2 weeks before I got arrested, I met Corey. We were by Jackie Robinson highway. Not we. Like, there was a gas station. Like, I had a Mini Cooper. I would go there late at night, have fun at curves. Reach the gas station and make a U, right? And then he was there that night at the gas station. I think he had a Nissan and he was fixing it. And then we hit it off, like, talking about cars. Cool guy. And then 2 weeks later, I got fucking arrested. And then fucking, I guess this is like 2.5 years into at Rikers, fucking run into Corey. And then I remember, I didn't really recognize him because it's been so long, right? And then he was telling me the story. We were up at night, and at the end of the story, he's like, yo, my name is Corey, but my friends call me Shakur. I'll never forget that, because when I met Corey 2 weeks before I got arrested, he also said, yo, my name is Corey, but my friends call me Shakur. I was like, how the fuck? And there's no way. It's either that same, it's the same person I met years ago saying that. There's no fucking way. Because Shakur is not really a common name, right? Like Tupac Shakur. And then a day later, I was like, yo, are you into fixing cars and all that? Have I met you before? And then he's like, yeah, yo, you were... What? He's like, yo, I was looking for you. You just dipped on me. I was like, yeah, because I got fucking locked out at Rikers. And it was cool. And I was like, yo, bro, what are you in here for? And then, fuck, man. Like, he told me, like, someone broke into his car, took some shit, ran away. And then eventually he chased after this guy. That guy fled on a bicycle, and then he was in his car, and he fucking chased the guy, and fucking... Unfortunately, I think in the video, I looked it up. Like, the video shows that he fucking hit the guy and then lost the control and then flipped the car. I don't know, man. Shit happens. So, got a lot of time. I think he got like 7 years, I think, or 10 years, something like that. So he was sitting at Rikers for at least 5 years. So I guess he got another 3 or 5 years to go. It kind of sucks. Shit happens, man. Good guy though. I remember, you know, that 2 weeks he was hitting me up. I had like architectural drawings, and he loved it. He showed it to his friend who was like a developer, and wanted me to either design or build my design, some shit like that. He reached out, but I got locked up, so that sucks. Could have been something. All right, next person, Roberto. So, lawyer for everyone, very friendly. I remember Roberto. I just remember he like had this fucking white beard. Cool guy, I guess. Oh, I think he recommended a lawyer for my gun case. I'm not sure exactly what happened. I think I had my sister reach out like, yo, maybe we should hire this guy. Maybe it'll help. Not sure exactly. Maybe they were like too expensive. Couldn't afford it. Don't remember. But cool. Robert had great intentions. Thought it might help. Alright, next. Jim Siders. Ooh. So Jim Siders, I hate talking about these things. Murder case. Seemed like a good guy. I think it was out of state. Got busted. So the thing with murder is there's no, what's that? Statutory period or something? Like when you commit crimes, there's a certain time period. You need to be arrested and prosecuted, otherwise there's no I'm not sure what the word is. Like you get away with it after a time period, but for murder there's no fucking time period. You know, sooner or later they'll come after you. Yeah. But cool guy, always working out. Jim. Well, that sucks. Murder, not much to talk about. Anyways, next Faraz, another GT. So this guy got arrested for smacking his girlfriend. So that's not good either. DV, domestic violence. There's no reason why you should be doing that. Yeah. All right, next, Mac. Oh, Mac. So Mac Mahone. I was like, yo, aren't you related to that wrestler, something Mahone? Hold on, let me look. I wrote it down somewhere. Oh, Vince McCone. He's like, yeah, he's fucking related to this fucking wrestler. He's like, yo. Oh, what? Something about this famous wrestler relative. They don't talk. I don't know. Anyways, and there's this he has a missing teeth. He has the upper tooth that's missing. It just looks funny when your upper tooth is missing. But he also has a, what do you call that, replacement. So when he does wear it, it does look nicer when your teeth is all there. You know? Yeah. And he's really good at magic tricks. He's always showing me new magic tricks, and I'm like, what the fuck? Pretty cool. Sad story about Mac. So one of the correction officers is actually friends with Mac. And then I think weeks after he was released, he overdosed, and then the whole fucking dorm found out, and that sucks. Um, yeah, sad. All right, next, Prince, shortest. Prince, he was below average in height. Pretty cool guy. I don't remember. I think he did feed me a lot. Yeah. Broke as fuck in jail. It's nice to have people that look out for you, you know. That's nice. That's all I remember. Alright, next, Shamar. So this guy, his rapper name is called Vordo Mega. Vordo Mega rapper. Shamar was pretty cool. He I don't know. Something was not right about him. Like, I think he was like a heavy drug user. Yeah, that sucks. Drugs are bad. I mean, you know, like sometimes you could get away with drugs, like doing drugs, but sometimes with these heavy users, it really affects your brain, you know. It's like a point of no return. So yeah, it's a shame. Oh, Snow. Snow, it says I'm having an epi. So the thing in Rikers is at that time there were big money was being made in jail. So they would have these pieces of paper mailed in, and these paper they were laced with some kind of, I don't know what it was, some kind of spray, and they would take a piece of paper, spray it, and mail it into jail, and it's undetectable, right? So this big piece of paper, they break it into like little stamp size portions and sell it $50 a stamp. You're making crazy money. And what they do is they take these little stamps, break it into very little bits, and smoke it. And that's how you get fucking crazy high in jail. And the drug dealers are purposely getting arrested so they could get inside jail, have shit sent in via a piece of paper sprayed with, I don't know what it is, but it gets you very high. And the drug dealers fucking making crazy money. I heard they're making like fucking 200,000 in a matter of months. So that's, it's crazy. Yeah, whatever. I'm having an epi. Next person, Ace. Glasses, druggy. I don't really have any story. Alright, next person. Oh, Nobles. So Nobles was actually a Merrill Lynch research analyst who owned a bike shop. And he created this fucking game in jail. It's a horse game. So I'm trying to remember the game, but it was a fucking huge hit inside the dorm. Like everyone at night, right? They would gather their cookies and chips and go bet. It's this horse game, and they would play it in the bathroom. I don't really remember the game, but it was a huge hit in the dorm, though. I don't really remember the the logistics of how you play and you win, but it's a horse game. I'm trying to remember. Fuck. Anyways, whatever. Big money was made. So Nobles gets a cut from the winners, using his game platform to make their bets. Pretty cool hustle. And then he was talking to me about making smart clothing, like fucking clothing that could fucking measure temperature, what's going on. Pretty cool idea, but how does one make that work, right? Smart clothing, alright, maybe in the future, I don't know. Oh, let's see, next person, Smoke. Cool gangster. I'm trying to remember. Smoke. Fuck, man, I should have done this years ago when the memory was fresh. It's been it's late now. Alright, next person, Hitman. Oh shit. So this guy apparently got caught for making hits. Like, this seems like the kind of shit you only see in the movies, like Hitman. But this guy, I remember he was like he wasn't that tall, maybe 5'5", 5'4", skinny, short guy. It was a fucking hitman. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, definitely facing a lot of time for that. I didn't really get to talk to the guy. He was in and out. I remember he was in my dorm for a few days, and then he got transferred to the feds. Obviously, there's some. It's not a fucking joke, kind of. Yeah. All right, next person. Let's see, Bolo. Bolo. So he says he got caught that day for wearing camos. Apparently, 7 people got detained that day due to a crime that was committed wearing camouflage. So I guess if you were black and wearing camo that day, you got detained for whatever reason. Okay. Next. Zoo. Asian guy is this Flushing MP for massage parlor. Gangster guy, Asian, massage parlor. That's it, really. No, don't really have any other memories of the guy. All right, whatever. Next, Flea. Next guy, Flea. Real name's Donovan. I guess he was my neighbor. Once again, don't know much. I don't know. Probably getting old. Fucking brain's not working. All right, next. Oh, Do Dirt. All I remember this guy, some gangster guy. So at Rikers is like 3 rows of beds. So between the rows of beds, there was maybe like 4 or 5 feet of clearance, and this guy was doing fucking backflips. That's kind of cool. Interesting name, Do Dirt. Because he likes to do dirt. I don't know. Whatever. All right, next one. All right, now move to AMKC. W18 level B. I don't know. Whatever. Names. Ski. Oh, right. Ski. All right, so this guy was very big. This guy was at least 6 feet something. Very big guy. He asked me for spice when I got out. Oh, so that makes sense. So I guess this was like the end of my 3 years. So that piece of paper is called spice. So this guy wants me to mail him spice. I don't even know where to get this shit. But it's big fucking money, right? So if I mail it in, I get a cut. Nah, I'm good. Sooner or later, shit like this, you get busted. I'm good. I'm going home not to get fucking sent right back in. I'm good. Respectfully decline. No thanks. Alright, next person, Monty. It I wrote down neighborhood crackhead, coffee. Oh yeah, I guess, I don't know, man. Coffee is addicting to some people. I remember he always hooked me up with coffee. That was cool. Neighborhood crackhead. Monty. I remember this guy was good vibes though, definitely. Not sure why I wrote down neighborhood crackhead. I don't know, but he did love his coffee. Alright, next person, Black. Is this self-defense gone wrong? Black. Oh shit, this one. Okay, I remember. Not sure why his name is called Black. This guy's a white guy. Fucking, I remember he lived in Staten Island with his girlfriend. So it says self-defense gone wrong. That kind of makes sense. So he's a white guy. His girlfriend was black. Maybe that's why they call him Black. Because you're a white guy, you love black women. I don't know. So apparently someone came into his house. Some kind of beef. And Black had a fucking knife and attacked the intruder. And that's why he got locked up. So whether that's called for or not, if someone comes into your house looking for trouble, you know, defend yourself, and you get in trouble. I don't know, man. Just because someone comes to your house is not an excuse for you to open fire or stab someone. I don't know. It is what it is. Black. I love black women too. Don't be calling me black. Alright, next. Uncle. Ungrateful, always asking for translation. Oh, this fucking guy. Uncle. There was this Asian guy always asking me to translate shit because his English is not the best. And I remember like we were eating in the lunchroom. And I remember like I think I was like fed up translating for this guy all the time. It was fucking annoying. And he got pissed at me for being annoyed at him. Oh, and then I think Uncle was talking to another Chinese guy, talking about me. I don't know. I just wrote down ungrateful. I don't really remember. Whatever. Fuck this guy. Next, Dave. So Dave, what I remember was he was a rental property guy, and then he had a young girlfriend. So for him to get this young chick is because, you know, she offers some companionship for free rent, I guess. That's kind of cool, right? I don't know. Next, Meds. Meds, apparently he was at a wrong place at a wrong time with the wrong crowd, so got detained. Seemed like a pretty good guy. So that kind of sucks. Like, just because you're black and you're around some black people and they do some shit, and just because you're black, but you're not really part of that group of black people that commit a crime, and you get detained. Like, kind of fucked up. But he was cool. As soon as he leaves Rikers, he has aspirations to open a smoothie place. Good guy. Not sure why he's called Meds though. Alright, that's cool. Next, Pedro. So Pedro was homeless and proud. So I guess this was definitely like reaching near wintertime because I came home around October, December, not December, September, getting cold. So that's his thing. He commits little crimes right before the winter time, so he could, kind of, deal with winter inside the comforting environment of Rikers than being fucking homeless in the terrible winter of New York. And as is homeless and proud. He's homeless. He likes it. It's fun for him, I guess. Can't really remember much. Always had a smile. Definitely has a good outlook on life, even though his situation's not the best. But that's cool to be at a disadvantage compared to societal norms and still be like forward looking to life and not having anything bother him. Homeless and proud. I love that, just because things are not working out, still have a good outlook. That's important. Next person is a Jeffrey and a fucking question mark. What the fuck does that mean? No idea. Next. Ak. Fight gone wrong. Muslim. Ak. Fight gone wrong. Muslim. Don't remember. Shit, am I getting that old? Alright, next one. Rav. Rav, short for ravioli. Why? Because this guy is like overweight. That's kind of fucked up because someone's overweight, call him ravioli. What the fuck, man? Anyways, Rav's cool, gangster Italian guy. He might be overweight, and like the other guy that was also overweight, fucking mad nice on the basketball court. Yeah, what's up with that? I guess if you're nice, you're nice. It doesn't matter whether you're overweight or not, right? They said fat is power or something. Anyways, next, Mark. Senile. Oh, this guy. So Mark, fucking Jewish guy, landed in jail because something about his brother wanting property. And then this guy was a pushover. Everyone's like, yo, you need to stand up to your brother. Can't be letting him just take his shit from you like that. Definitely like a pushover. But that's kind of fucked up too. Like your own family try to have you locked up so they could gain property from you. Damn. Yeah. Alright, anyways. Next, Young. So Young was a pimp. Is his car dealer, pimp. Bed page 2. So this time, back then, prostitution was very easily accessible on Backpage, and then Backpage was shut down by the feds, and then as an alternative, there's a thing called Bedpage. I guess Mr. Young wanted to be a part of that income stream, making a platform where you have people, prostitutes, they would post their ads for, I don't know, $5 or something, a few dollars, and then the platform makes the money, right? So that's pretty good, pretty good hustle. But then you're gonna get shut down by the feds and you're gonna end up in jail, so nah. Next, Frank. Loud and proud gangster. Oh shit. Oh, so Frank. Funny thing is, he makes a lot of money from dealing drugs and stuff, and then he also got busted with a firearm. But I was like reading through the clauses about, like, you can have a firearm in place of your home or in place of business. So I was like, yo, you operate selling drugs from your vehicle and you have a firearm in your vehicle. Does that count as having a firearm in your place of business? Obviously the law is written for having a firearm in your legit home and your legit place of business. Selling drugs from your car is, I don't think you could consider that a legitimate place of business, right? So therefore, using that to get away with the firearm charge is probably not happening. All right, next. Nicholas Lala. Oh, this guy. I'll never forget this guy. Nick was partially deaf. So a lot of times, like, when you're talking to a fucking guy, you really gotta, like, speak up. And a lot of people found that fucking annoying. And also a lot of people didn't fuck with Nick. I'm not sure why, but I don't really judge people or dislike them because they have a handicap. We all have our pros and cons. I try my best not to look down on anyone or dislike someone due to circumstances. Nick was cool. I fucked with him. He always hooked up because he was at the kitchen all the time. And a lot of times we get chicken on Thursdays and Sundays. Or was it Wednesdays and Sundays? Anyways, we get chicken twice a week. And it's usually baked chicken. That was like the best meal out of all the crap ass meals at Rikers. The fucking Nick gets fucking access to some kind of barbecue sauce. So he will hook up barbecue chicken. Fucking twice a week. That shit was crazy. Because the food at Rikers is really bland and there's no taste to it. And I don't know. To have barbecue chicken in jail where the food tastes like crap is like fucking, I don't know. It feels like winning the lottery, man. It's a blessing. Lucky for me, Nick always hooked me up. I guess I was the only person he fucked with in jail. Everyone disliked him for some reason. I don't know. It didn't bother me. I was always trying to talk to him. Not only that, this is very important. I kind of guess the premise of this video is maybe to change people's lives, right? To showcase not only in jail, there's good people everywhere, right? Just because you're a good person doesn't really make you a good person. There's bad and good people, and there's good and bad people. Anyways, the very important thing I want to point out about Nick that I'll never forget. For 3 years I was at Rikers. Every day or almost every day, I almost said damn, life's a bitch. I said that to almost everybody. And 99% of everyone says, yeah, life is a bitch. But Nick changed everything. I remember I said, yo, Nick, man, life's a bitch. You know what he said to me? Fucking Nick, man. He's like, yeah, life's a bitch. She's waiting for you to fuck her. What are you gonna do about it? I couldn't stop fucking laughing. not only he reframed my mindset, he also made me laugh. What I'm trying to say is like sometimes when we are facing adversity, your life is down the drain, facing a lot of time, and for someone to point you in, to turn 180, point you in the right direction, and make you laugh on top of it, that's fucking gold, right? So 3 years of saying life's a bitch, only to be reframed by a person that no one likes, a good heart, is very powerful. Thank you, Nick. All right, next person. Says, so I'm almost done with my 3 years. Finished at Rikers. Had to move upstate just to get a number. So that's the thing with felonies is once your time's about done, they don't just like let you go from Rikers. You gotta go all the way upstate just to register to make sure you get that number that says you are a fucking felon. Anyways, so funny shit. Being transferred from Rikers Island to upstate. It says busted downstate. So you go upstate to the facility that's called downstate. And on the way there was this chemical genius. Throughout the ride, this guy got busted because he had what do you call that? A pressure cooker. So this guy is a chemical genius. Obviously, he formulated. I don't know shit about drugs. So formulated something, right, to get high, and he had a pressure cooker to formulate whatever. Some chemistry shit that I know nothing of, to get you very high. So there was 2 offers. Like if he were to admit that he was formulating drugs, he would get an X number of years. Let's just say 10 or 20 years. But if he lies and says he uses pressure cooker for terrorism, he also gets an X number of years. But if he does not say he used a pressure cooker to formulate a new tier or new fucking something of drugs, you get less time by omitting the terrorism, something like that. So that's what you did. But why the fuck would you get more time for admitting to making the new super drug versus getting less time to being a terrorist? Wouldn't the terrorist get more time than being a drug genius formulator? I don't know how that works. I'm fucking retarded. Alright, next. Alright, so I'm at downstate. It's upstate, but the facility is called downstate. Whatever that fucking means. And these are the inmates that I've met. Alright, the first one is parent. I think his it says parent. I think his name is French. Parent. I don't remember, but he was the first guy I met at downstate. Pretty cool. Don't remember what he's in there for. I think I only saw him once, maybe twice. Anyways. Alright, next person. White boy. Wise ass chef and a joker. I also don't really remember any stories of him. I guess I met him like like, so at Rikers, you would line up, walk downstairs, wait to be, and then in downstate, you also line up. I guess I had like very little conversation with him while online because you're not really supposed to talk or else you get in trouble or whatever. So, you're new in this facility, you don't really know the rules. Otherwise, be like, what's the big deal about talking? Because like you're in jail, right? You're supposed to be a dog, obedient, right? They tell you, shut up, don't talk, or else, right? Get written up or whatever. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Alright, Joker. That's it. I can't really recall much. Not many interactions with this guy. Maybe like, because I was only there for like a few weeks, a month the most. Yeah, I don't remember. Alright, next. Breaker. Rikers. Fuck. Don't remember. Okay. So Breaker apparently was also from Rikers. I think I came across him in the lunch area. And also, you can't, like, when you're getting lunch, you can't really fucking talk to people. Unlike Rikers, you could, like, jump from table to table, talk to people. But here, I guess I recognized him from Rikers. And I was like, yo, what's up? That's it, really. Can't really talk, so... it's nice to see, like, a familiar face, right? Say hello. Yo, what's up, fam? Yeah, I'm from Rikers. Remember me? Yeah, anyways. Fucking bullshit. No one likes to be told what to do. Fuck, you can't even say hi to people. Shit. Because you gotta be, like, dead silent in the lunchroom. Kind of stupid. Yeah. Next. Gunner. Okay, so he's from Suffolk County. Obviously there for gun charges. It's pretty cool. Like, firearms is very fascinating, and when you are, like, you come across firearm enthusiasts, it's nice to talk about firearms. And this was a time I think we were like talking about triggers, and then I didn't know the exact name. So there's this trigger. It's called the echo trigger. So when you press one bullet goes out, and when you release, another bullet goes out. It's called echo because like boom, 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 boom. There's an echo. I'm sure there's another technical name for it, but the street name is called echo trigger. Pretty cool. You're not really allowed to have full auto because it's illegal according to the ATF. It is what it is. Echo trigger is pretty cool. There's other triggers that kind of mimic the closeness of full auto. There's some new shit called can't think of it. Something. Fuck, I don't know. Fucking YouTube that shit. I'm not supposed to really get into gun stuff because I'm a bad person. I'm not a bad person. I'm not allowed to have any guns. I shouldn't really be talking about guns. I'm a bad boy. Guns. All right. Next one, drug dealer. So this guy's from Queens. I'm from Queens too. It's a smart ass case beater. I don't really remember the full details, but I mean, if you're like upstate getting your number for a felony, does that really mean you beat the case? Probably not. I don't know. I just wrote down smart ass case beater. I don't know. This is something that made me laugh about him. Fuck, it's been so long. Can't remember the details. I mean, it's only been 5 years, but nothing like memorable. Unlike Nick, who really made me laugh. try to reframe being about life. That kind of thing you never forget. But smart ass case beater, I don't know. All right, pretty much that's all the stories of all the fascinating people I've met in my journey of being detained. Maybe I'll make a video talking about my case. I don't know. We'll see. All right, let's see. Oh, there's this one guy, this Viet guy, that I met in the yard at Rikers. He was a nail salon owner, and then Cardi B was one of his clients, and this was the time before she became famous. She was frequently at his nail salon. That was pretty cool. And then this guy, he had some kind of seizure, and then because he didn't take his he didn't take his medication properly or something, and which led to a seizure, which led to him losing control of his vehicle, which he killed someone. I think the offer was, I forgot what the exact offer. I think the offer was maybe 5 years, I think. And then because he didn't want to take that offer of 5 years, he went to court, challenged his case, and eventually lost and got more time. So that sucks. So instead of 5 years, I think he got 7, maybe 8. I don't remember. But that sucks, right? You don't take the offer, you try your luck in court, you lose, and get more time. Like, fuck. How the fuck does that work? Like, you challenge, you lose to get more time. Shouldn't you be challenged, you lose, and still get the same time? That seems more fair, right? Fuck. Alright. To finish up my little fun time at Rikers Island, these are the notable correctional officers and the funny or funny to me stories about them. All right, so there's only 5 of them. That's quick. So the first one is Tiny CO. Is this a female walk-in? So when you're a female correctional officer, anytime you walk into the dorm setting, you need to announce that you are a female walk-in. I'm not really sure why. A safety thing? Female walk. But what's funny, what funny thing is me and GT, the female beater, girlfriend beater, we would always like laugh at her, because a lot of the regular female COs, just regular female walk-in, but this one I put Tiny CO. She will always say like the faintest voice, female walk-in. and then me and GT would just like laugh, like, what the fuck, yo. Yeah, we just find it funny. It's like, female walk-in. Yeah. I don't know. It's stupid. We're just funny. Alright, the next correctional officer is his name is Shaw, but everyone calls him BP. It's a racist shit. Like, because like you're Indian, you're associated with gas stations, I guess. Like, what the fuck? Who comes up with shit like this? And then Shaw, BP, he's not your typical correctional officer. Like, this guy's really short, like 5'4", 5'3". It's not your average height correctional officer. And I don't know, people just make fun of him all the time. Call him BP. It's fucking dumb. Yeah. But it's cool though. I give him props. You know, you're not your typical candidate for correctional officer. Still comes in, does the job. I give him props for that. Yeah. Let's see the next one. Pretty red hair CO. I remember her. So if you're in jail for like 3 years and you don't really see any women as much, and when you see a pretty one, that could be like average looking in the real world. I don't know, but it looked pretty hot to me. I mean, I don't know. I just wrote pretty red hair CL. I remember she had like, you know, she got the red hair and the freckles. She looked pretty good. Some people's average. To me, she looked pretty good. I don't know. Shit. Alright, next CO. So this CO was not at Rikers. He was in the Nassau detention center. He had a Rolex. Always says on the Rolex. I guess like I think when you do like your walkthrough, and then I guess when he's done, he would say on the Rolex to show completion of the walkthrough. Don't really remember why he says on the Rolex. I think that's it. Not sure. All right, next one. This one's kind of funny. So at Rikers, anytime certain people were giving kosher meals, they would have this special bowl, and everyone would save these bowls because when you want to make food, you know, you gotta have like some kind of bowl to put in. Like they don't issue anything, so we would save all the thrown out kosher bowls as a plate basically, or a bowl. So whenever you make food, you know, you have something to eat off. So this fucking captain out of the correctional officers, she would always like come in, search people's shit, and take away these bowls that we use as a plate or bowl to eat during after hours. I don't know what the reason is. I guess it's a safety reason. Maybe you could fashion a fucking knife somehow out of a thin plate. And this captain would always snatch our shit, and we'd be like, yo, bowl snatcher, fucking announce to everyone to hide this shit. Yeah, I've never really seen any weapons created out of thin bowls. But apparently it's a big deal for Miss Bowl Snatcher to take our shit away. And it's really fucking annoying, because once they take the shit away, can't really eat for a few days until these kosher plates start getting discarded and everyone get, yeah, fucking bowl snatchers. Anyways, alright. That's some fun ass stories, I guess, that I have shared. My 3 years attendance at Rikers Island. Maybe I'll make another video talking about why my dumbass got arrested. Shit happens, We'll see. Really gotta write down the bullet points. It's like a freestyle for you, No editing. Not really an editor. Alright, I'm blabbing. I'll shut the fuck up, yo. Alright, talk to you later. Bye. I can turn this shit off.